Hello, hello, hello. It's Shanna Lee Scott, your CEO and founder of Breathe and Exhale. I just wanted to come on here. Today is Thursday Thoughts. It's a replacement of our Tuesday tip. Typically I would do Tuesday tip, but this past Tuesday, my husband and I, we were traveling back. We went home to Florida and to visit family and to celebrate with family. It was my parents' 47 years wedding anniversary. They dated 9 years before they got married, so it was a total of 56 years of them being together, and I can't even fathom that. But but they did it. And it's only really by the grace of God, and they will tell you that. So it was great going home, celebrating with them and everything. But I was hoping to be back in time, but our flight was delayed. So here we are, Thursday Thoughts. So I wanted to come on here and talk about being present. And this past weekend really got me thinking about that. Oftentimes when I was telling people I'm going to my parents' wedding vow renewal, because they did a vow renewal, and I would say it was 47 years. I'm like, why 47? And when my dad just came up with like, hey, I want to renew our vows last year, my mom was like, 47? And he was like, yeah, like, why wait? And my mom was like, well, I need a year to plan it, so they did it, and it was beautiful, and it was great. And it really got me to thinking about the present moment. Oftentimes in our life journey, this world will rush you to get to the next level. Either if you're single, when are you getting married? If you're married, when are you going to have kids? When you have one kid, when are you going to have a second kid? It's always something. If you're in your career, when are you going to get that promotion? It is always something that's trying to force us and push us to the next stage of life, right? And I am here today to tell you and to encourage you to remain in the present moment. That whatever you're destined to be, whatever is destined for your life, it will happen. And it's important to remember the importance of being present in the moment. Oftentimes, because we're so rushing trying to get to the next phase, we forget the beauty of where we are now. We neglect or we take for granted where we are now because we are so focused on trying to get to the next stage. We're so focused on how I need to get there. Or we have the comparison game. I'm at this age, so I should be this. Or if I rent, I should buy. We're always trying to rush to get to the next phase of life. And I want to encourage you to remain present in the moment and find the beauty in it. Because there will be a moment in time when you get to that next stage. Then you're like, man, I remember back when. And it's things that you took for granted. But I want to encourage you that to remain in the present moment. It's important to remember that where you are currently is exactly where you need to be. So often I heard one time that, when we're thinking about the future, it can bring anxiety. And I'm not saying not to have goals. I'm not saying not to aim for something in the future. But what I want you to do, even though you have those goals and even though you're aiming for that, I want you to still remember where you are currently. And remember that this season, the season that you're in, you are intentionally supposed to be in this season. You are supposed to be right where you are. So take beauty in it. We all wait for things. We're all, often, sometimes we are in our wait season, and sometimes we want our wait season to hurry up and get through with it. But it's important to find within that wait season, what's the beauty in it? What can you look at towards and realize like, wow, that is something I need to appreciate at this moment, because I'm not going to have that in the future, right? I don't know what the future may hold. Because we can sit here and we can plan it all out, and we can make our plans, and we can make sure like this is what I want, and all the things that we want to do, and we can have it down to the pack. But if we forget, if we're so focused on the future, we're so focused on trying to get there, that we forget where we are now. We forget what beauty it is right now. The things that we may take for granted right now, we need to embrace that and enjoy those moments. So I came by today to really just stop by and just really encourage you to live in the present moment, enjoy the present moment, embrace the present moment, because it's going to be a time that when we get there, when we get to that future place that we so desire, we're going to have another goal to get to. We're going to have another something else to get to. Enjoy this process. And you're right. Enjoy the process, Golden Black. Hey. Enjoy this present moment. Be in the present moment. Because it is something in this present moment that will teach you something that you will, that you can take along the journey. Embrace it. And really take in where you are, because it will be a moment, I'm telling you, it will be a moment that when we get to that next destination, that we think back and we're like, man, I took that for granted. I didn't know about that. But it's always something. So just wanted to stop by. Really, our Tuesday tips are short. Our Thursday thoughts are short. Next week we will be back to our Tuesday tips. But I wanted to really just stop by and encourage you to really be in the present moment. This past weekend, we're just talking to my parents. Of course, it was questions of, what were you doing 47 years ago, the night before your wedding, or, and asking all the different questions of like, when did you know that, this was the person? And, me and my mom talked about marriage way before I got married. And I would just ask her questions, and everything. And, again, back then, they'll share stories about back then, and they enjoyed that process. They enjoyed that moment. And I want to encourage you that, 47 years not knowing all that they know now and everything, they say they'll do it all over again, but they enjoyed every moment. And being there this past weekend with my family, and just enjoying and being present with them, and enjoying this memory. So I want to encourage you that whatever season you're in, whatever journey you're on in life, we are all trying to figure it out. Nobody has a roadmap. And even though, even if we have, as a society say, okay, this, and this, that doesn't mean it's going to work out this, and this for you. So embrace your journey. Embrace your present moment. Not looking to what, society may tell you how your journey should look. But really embracing your journey, because your journey is unique to you. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a journey in this life. And I always love to ask that question when I meet people, like, okay, what's your story? What makes you you? Because we all have it. So enjoy the moment, be present in the moment, because it's important. It's important. It's no script. It's no framework. We all have our own unique journey. And I want you to embrace the journey that you're on. Embrace your present moment. And know that you are truly deserving of whatever moment you're in. That we don't take it for granted. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, like I stated, we will be back to Tuesday tips. We just changed it to Thursday just because the flight was delayed. So thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate you. And yeah, have a good night. Bye.